Look, when we started yesterday, I told you guys two things. We have trust in Slafkovsky, and Russian Machine never breaks down, and both of them came true. Shout out to the Caps shout out Codberry for the craziest season ever. Caps made the playoffs, edging out Pittsburgh and Detroit all on the same night. We won 2-1. Our defense played a stout game, over 17 block shots. Ovechkin had the one goal of the night, one real goal of the night. Then Oshie came through the clutch goal, empty net. Philadelphia pulled their goalie out with about 3 minutes left in regulation because they needed to score and win regulation to have a chance to make the playoffs. OG took advantage of the opportunity, scored the empty net goal, locked it up for us. And Philadelphia's just a weak team. They didn't have any heart. All the stars, Atkinson, Brink, Farabee, Drysdale got worked. He got hidden to the bench. Cordier, nobody showed up. Konechny, Lawton, they all just kind of gave up on the team. They didn't have faith in their game. Sanheim was trying. I will say that Travis Sanheim was trying, but the rest of the team just gave up. Eric Johnson, number 77, the old man. He was the only man that scored for the Flyers, the only man that was trying to win a chip in this last year in the NHL. But the Flyers is a piss poor organization. Hopefully they can make some trades, get something back from Morgan Frost, and just continue to build around Travis Sanheim. Okay, so technically the Red Wings did win yesterday 5-4 with a shootout goal by Patrick Kane. But by the time they entered the shootout, the Caps had already won their game, which had eliminated Detroit from the playoffs, which in turn completely demoralized Detroit. They had no hope, no juice going to the shootout, and it really was for no purpose anyway. They weren't making the playoffs. I told you guys that the league was trying to make Original Six Detroit get into the playoffs by any means necessary, even by making them play the Canadiens twice in 2 days for the playoffs. The worst team in the NHL, you gotta play them twice in 2 days to make the playoffs. Sounds like an easy road. And while they did it, but it still didn't matter. The Caps retained their lead, beating the Bruins with a perfect defensive performance, 2-0, and then a stellar defensive outing with over 17 block shots against the Flyers, winning 2-1. So we held on to the spot. Red Wings are out. DeBrink hasn't scored a goal in 2 months. DeBrink's performance is piss poor. Number 93. He shot 7 times yesterday, 0 points. Hasn't scored, like I said, in damn near 8 weeks. The Red Wings really go how Lucas Raymond goes. He's their most clutch top 6 player. They're probably one of the worst top sixes in any team in the league. Larkin is a very unreliable human being. Perron might be. I don't even know what to say about Perron. Perron has 10 goals this year, 10 goals the previous year, and people still want to give him money. But he scored again last night to get his, I guess, 11th goal of the year. But it really didn't count for anything. Daniel Sprong, a former Seattle member, he came through. He's probably one of the clutchest guys on the Red Wings. Morris Sider was trying his heart out. He will bleed for money. And Joe Veleno. He always comes through in big games for Detroit. But Detroit's big names, DeBrincat, Larkin, Perron, Kane, just a complete disappointment. Just an utter disappointment. And the man of the hour, we have Verhaeghe Slafkovsky, number 20 years old. He got his 20th goal of the year to completely keep the Red Wings sad. He also won $250,000 for his 20th goal of the year with contract incentives. So shout out to Slafkovsky. Look for him to be a rising star next year. Look for him to score around 40 points and 40 goals, 60 points next year. He's definitely a sniper. Cole Caulfield has been showing signs of life towards the end of the season. He scored twice in the past week after a rough season battling injury. Nick Suzuki captained the team. He distributed the ball very well last night. And Brandon Gallagher, after being dead for 7 months, apparently showed signs of life with a goal last night, number 11. So thank you, Canadiens, for holding off the Red Wings for at least most of the game until we could get our victory. And we look forward to seeing you guys do better next year. Red Wings, you guys have some tough decisions to make. The Brincat move did not work out for you. It's kind of hard going to next year, understanding that Shane Gostisbehere is a top 3 player on your team. Most teams would feel very uncomfortable being in that position. Who knows what Detroit may do? But Old Man Kane looks like he's headed towards retirement, and DeBrincat looks like he's headed toward the bottom 6. With that being said about hockey, most of the games last night had no true bearing. The teams that have already been eliminated rested their starters, and the teams that have already clinched also rested their starters. We'll cover the regular season awards. We'll give our regular season reviews on players and teams and potential offseason moves they need to make to ameliorate their rosters. Next episode, we will also be going over our playoff predictions for game ones and for the rest of the series in the first round. But now we must get into the real issue of tonight, Zion Williamson. After I finished watching the Red Wings take the L, I switched over to the Pelicans Los Angeles Lakers game for the play-in, and Zion has 35 points, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. He proceeds to hit another 2 buckets and gets his 40th point, I believe, on a 5-foot jumper in the lane. Then as soon as he gets his 40th point, he grabs his right thigh, and C.J. McCollum is subbed in. And he goes straight to the locker room. He doesn't even sit on the bench. He doesn't even grimace in pain. He just walks straight to the locker room. LeBron proceeds to come down the court, hits some wild left side 20-foot jump shot fading back. It looks like it's about to hit the back iron. It looks like it's about to go over the basket, but somehow it drops right in. Now, while I am happy because I told everybody yesterday, take Zion for 35 points plus 850 odds, it is perplexing, it is distraught, it is disheartening that an NBA player can just be taken out without any reasoning, any explanation. It's apparent to anybody watching that the Lakers didn't have an answer for Zion Williamson, and he needed to go in order for the Lakers to win the game. And it's just honestly the top 3 jobs I've ever seen in any sports game history. For what reason, I don't even know. The Lakers still have to play the Nuggets now, and hey, what do I know? Maybe they got something planned up their sleeve for the Nuggets for Jokic and them. But I just don't like how they did Zion. Zion's really the best player in the league. He's being harassed by the league officials, the other players in the league, internet trolls, IG thoughts, and I just want Zion to succeed. He's a great American hero. He's the best basketball player in the game, and it's just another example about how everything's working against Zion. So, once again, free Zion Williamson. I hope he can beat the Kings in the play-in game, but we will see. It doesn't look like the NBA wants it to happen. And that's the show today, folks. Welcome again to another edition of the Hot Shot Podcast. Once again, it's all caps. Russian machine never breaks. We'll see you next year, Slafkovsky. And no caffeine or nicotine today. Okay, I'm lying. We are sponsored by a Middleton's Freaked wine plastic tip. But no betting today. Just sit back, enjoy the Penguins take the L. They're already eliminated. Just let Kyle Palmieri boost his stats a little bit and beat up on Crosby. We get to see maybe Crosby and Malkin's last time ending a season together. So yeah, we're just going to sit back and smoke the Penguins pack, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. It's your boy Ticket Hitter Walker from the Hot Shot Podcast, presented to you by the Ticket Hitters.